Shed. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to look through last week's motorcycle news. I've not looked at this paper for quite some time, I must admit. I don't buy it. This was given to me, but I might say I might buy it from now on. Let's go through some key features that I picked out just for you. It might be different, might be the same, might be boring, might be good. Let's find out. Let's do it. I'm all zipped up. It is a very cold day for you guys across the pond. It is 39 degrees in here, which makes it, what does that make it in English money? About 4. It's about 4 degrees. Bloody cold. It was really cold last night. I didn't go out last night. I've not been well, so this is why this is just a simple sit down video. I'm still not great, but I've got to get a video out because I do love doing this sort of thing for you guys. Alright, okay, let's do this. So it's motorcycle news. It is last week's. I was given this by a friend of mine who says, "You like motorbikes, didn't you? Do you want one of these?" So I said, "Yeah, alright." Oh no, that's come out of there already. Oh no, plans, man, plans. Right, what it is, just a few points that I'd like to point out to you. I remember this being a huge paper that you just couldn't hold on to it back in the day. Anyway, it's slimmed down quite nicely now. My first thing is there's lots of good stuff in it, really is. But first thing is, they do a big thing on the NEC Motorcycle Show this year. It's page after page after page. Really good. It's good stuff, but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it covered a large range. It could have covered a larger range. It did cover a lot of stuff. It did cover the unusual, the more race rep stuff, but it could have done. It could have come a bit more of the touring side, because there are a lot of us tourers out there. Right, one of the things I'm going to show you now. Now I can take this little bit of paper out. Electric bike boost. Now, like it or loathe it, lump it or leave it, electric bikes are going to happen. They're happening now, and one day, probably not, maybe in my lifetime, don't know, but one day all motorcycles will be electric, which means they are not motorcycles, they are electric cycles. For it to qualify as a motorcycle, it's got to have a motor. Whether that's does a battery thing qualify as a motor? I suppose it does, because you're still generating power. Okay, all motorcycles will be electric one day. Let's put that in there, so I don't need that. So there you go. So the government pledged to invest in the e-future. That's not your cigarettes, that's your bikes. And we're all going to have it. I mean, but if they're going to turn out bikes that look like that, well, that's not bad, is it? That's all right. I mean, at least it looks like a bike. It don't look like an excuse for saving money. Right, a friend of mine, Phil, this is just for you. On with the downlookers. Just for you, Nippy Norman frame hole kits. What's good is designed to fit the 2015 on liquid cooled BMW R1200R and RS. Do you know, I don't know if that's your bike or not really, but what these are, they're plugs like that, and 29 quid for a kit, and they plug all the unsightly holes on your bike frame and around the bike, which BMW have deemed to leave you to look at. So we're going to do a review on Phil's bike one day, I'll tell you, because it is a fabulous bit of machinery. It really is. It's just unbelievably awesome. Right, let's go to the next one. Next one. Flying through these, aren't we? Flying through these. Like I said, loads of stuff in here, and it covers the history side of it, the future side of it. For those of you that's not read Motorcycle News, just go and buy it. Just go and buy it. How much is it? How much is it buy? It is £2.40. £2.40 of your English money. That's not bad, is it? It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. £2.40 and you get how many pages? How many pages? How many pages? I can't do the pages. 68 pages for £2.40. You can look at it online. Yeah, I know that. But it's tactile. You've got to get tactile with stuff these days. Everything ain't online. Get tactile with it. Experience it. Right. They do quite a good job of, it's a double page spread of the new Z900 RS. It's a fabulous looking machine, it really is. Kawasaki have really worked hard to make this look like the bike of yesteryear. And I remember the bike of yesteryear and I loved it then. Not sure if I like this one now. If you used to give it to me, I'd have it, of course. It says it meets all the criteria that you're looking for in a Z900 muscle bike. 4-in-1 pipe, it's got the clocks on it as opposed to the digital doodahs. It has got digital doodahs in it. It's got everything you want in it. At the side of their first ride, Kawasaki Z900S, is what are its retro roadster rivals, and it gives you this list of, there's a Ducati, a Triumph, a BMW, actually 2 BMWs, a Yamaha and a Honda. So you've got that list there of the comparisons. It's £10,349 to buy brand new. We've come a long way in 30 years. When I paid £2,000 for a brand new XS 1100. A long way. Right, now, that's the Z900 RS, which is very good. On page 6 of this same paper is, and I don't know whether they put this in as an afterthought, I don't really know. But unless you just skip through the little thing, and it really is a tiny column. It's about an inch tall with a picture that you can't really make head and tail of. But all 2017 and some of the 2018 Kawasaki Z900S are being recalled. Basically, where the suspension linkage meets the frame, they're breaking. They're coming away from themselves. Which isn't good, is it? It's not good. So if you've got a Z900S or you're thinking of buying a Z900 RS or whatever it's called, check that out first. It's a suspension problem. If you're doing whatever silly speed it is, legal speed of course, up any carriageway with no traffic on it, late at night when there's no chance of hitting anything or running into anything, this thing could bloody break on you, and well, that could kill you. It really, I think it could. Any break in the suspension system and any break on the frame like that, I think it's dangerous, and they need to put that in bigger section. I think so anyway. Right, anyway, that's my whinge over with. Going back to the motorcycle show, one thing that they did have was they had, I'll just get to the page, there we go. What they'd done, they had a reader poll. I don't know how they conduct these reader polls, but they had a reader poll of what's been your top bike from the Motorcycle Live. And this kind of bears out what I was saying about the choice of bikes featured in the section that covered the motorcycle show. 35.5% of the readers of this publication valued the Ducati Panigale. No arguments there. That thing is just, it seems like somebody says, whatever you want to do to make the ultimate motorcycle that can race around, just do it. We'll just pay it, just do it. Because they really have. They've pulled all the stops out. The Panigale is just an awesome, awesome piece of engineering. It really, really is. No, surprisingly, 31%, which ain't far behind the Panigales, it's not far at all, but 31% said the Ninja H2 SX. That's more of the toury thing, isn't it, the H2? It's the, I think there's a picture of it in here somewhere, so I'll try and find it. 18%, this is what I was saying, 18% have said their top bike in the show was a Honda Goldwing. Now, that's, you know, that's not a bad percentage. If you're a Honda Goldwing person, then your bike is there, baby. Don't jump out. Charlie the cat's here. He's a plum, he really is. And 14.3% or 14.29% said the Yamaha Niken, which is the three-wheeled bike. It's an unusual creature. You've got to go and look at that. It's a Marmite thing. You're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. It's full of techno wizardry, and it doesn't qualify as a trike. It is a motorcycle. So go and have a look for that. Oh, annoyingly, I've got to find that picture of that bloody bike now, haven't I? I will find it. I'll just skip through it. Right, so that's the biker's bike, the reader's bike choice as their favourites. All right, we shall move on. There it is. The Ninja H2 SX. Not a very good picture because I'm holding it with a newspaper, but it's got the full boxes. It's got a nice fairing. It's a sports tourer. It's going to be all singing, all dancing. It really is going to be. It's going to be up there, isn't it? With best you can get. Kawasaki engineering is just awesome. It always has been. Kawasaki engineering, they've always been just about awesome. You know, I've never owned a Suzuki. No reason why. Right, one of the reviews they do is on the Triumph Tiger 1200, the new one. It's hideously expensive. Hideously expensive. How much is it? It's 14 grand. Right. But there's, oh, excuse me, slurp time. They've put something on that bike that I absolutely love. I really do. And why nobody else has thought about it, or why they've thought about it and not done it, is beyond me. Now you can't see it in the picture because it's not night time, but see rough circled, that's the switch gear. It's a switch gear, and when you, well, I presume the lights are on all the time as they are on all these bikes, but the switch gear is illuminated. It's backlit. So over night time, I know you're saying, oh, well, I know where my headlights are, I know where my horn is, I know where my vindicators are and all that. I mean, on a Harley, it's easy. There's only about 3 buttons. Oh, there's not, there's more. But, you know, but what a good idea. What a fantastic idea. If you're one of these people who are sort of thinking, right, where's the flasher beam or whatever, what a bloody good idea. I just think it's a good idea. Well done, Triumph, for doing it. Well done, Triumph. You won't hear me say that very much. Well done, Triumph. I do like what they do. But part of the thing, they do a kit test. Now I love these kit tests. I do. I love them. There's a guy who does he kit tests a helmet. There's some scooter muffs if you got a scooter. There's I don't quite know why, but there's an iPhone case that is on. I don't know why. I don't know. There's a nice jacket for on dry. There's loads of things, but they do this thing. Fight off the winter grime. There's the muck off, the WD-40 wash, and there's all this stuff. But it's nice they do it. They do this kit test. So if you're a bit unsure about what to buy and things like that, well, these do a load of tests. So it's good. It's just good that someone's doing it. And last of all is the reason I used to buy the MCM, and it is the reason I used to buy it. That bit is followed by that bit. But this time of year, that ain't bad. They are bike sales. They are all the bikes that people have put in for sale. And if you want to buy a bike, first thing I looked on when I was looking for a bike, first I went to the MCN website because I didn't buy this. But this is very handy to do. If you don't want to use the website and you just want to go straight to a paper, this is the one. It's the one. Next time in MCN, there's loads of other stuff. But it's worth doing. Have a look. Well worth doing. That's about it. I'm not fit enough to do anything else today. Sitting down is all I'm good for today, because walking about isn't possible. That's about it. So stay safe out there. It's freezing cold. If you've not got to go out, refer to the previous videos. But if you've not got to go out, don't go out. Really, don't go out. Oh, and when it snows, if you live somewhere that snows, don't take pictures of the snow and put it on Facebook, because everyone has seen snow. You've not got to put it on Facebook to show people snow. They've seen it. They've seen what snow looks like when it's fresh. They've seen it in the fields. They've seen it outside the houses. They know what it looks like. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. Honestly, a waste of time. I think it's better. Back more of the usual stuff next time. Do a short video. I'm Ed. This is the shed. So it's a goodbye from Ed's shed. Stay clear of the loons. Don't become one. If you go out this way, you are one of the loons.